Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
Hey y'all, it's Brie Michelle. I'm a singer, songwriter, R&B artist from Chicago. The latest music that I have out is Lakeshore Drive, Stages of Love, and I Bet, so y'all can go and tune into that now.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Definitely appreciate your time. I don't know how familiar you are with my work, but I like to get the whole story start from the beginning. So even though I pretty much get some hints from the titles of your music, but if you could, where you from, where you grew up?
I was born in Texas, but I came here when I was like 4 or 5 months. So I stayed with my auntie. Grew up in Riverdale. Then I moved around a lot because I've been in the foster care system. So then I moved all over the west side of Chicago. I lived on the south side too, so I'm more so like west and south.
For sure, for sure. So you know what I'm saying. That's crazy that you mentioned that. I wasn't expecting you to say you was born in Texas. You know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah, it's on
but
my birth certificate.
oh yeah, but it's on your birth certificate. But you left in 4 months, so you know what I'm saying.
I'm from there. I was born
You
there.
was born there. You from here though.
Chicago,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying. You from here. So, um, growing up, you know what I'm saying, through them circumstances, you know what I'm saying. What was your aspirations like? You know what I'm saying. Did you have any aspirations like for when you grew up or made it through them circumstances?
It was music. Like music was
Always.
always, yeah, it was always home for me. Like anytime I was ever going through something, I always would listen to music. Like I always had music, so it was like that was it for me. Then I just started writing. I started singing, and then I just knew that that was what I wanted to do.
Okay, so nothing else. Like you didn't want to be a doctor, lawyer, cheerleader, none of that.
No,
That's dope. So, what was you seeing? You know what I'm saying? And and I don't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? The wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But coming up in the foster care. You know what I'm saying? How was like the access to music? You know what I'm saying? Because you're moving a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know different households probably play different things. You know what I'm saying? So, coming up through the circumstances, what artists jumped out to you? What kind of music jumped out to you?
like my favorite artist of all time is Aaliyah.
Hmm.
That's my favorite artist of all time. Like I couldn't really have access to music like that, but like when I did, like the foster parents that I was around, they always listened to like old school music. Like they always listened to like I'll say like music from the '90s, like when she was good.
For
Like
sure.
listening to music like that, like that's the type of music that like I grew up listening to. Like not stuff is cool now, but like I like music with a purpose, like music with a message, like with a point, like how music used to be is the type of music I want to make.
Hmm.
So I didn't really like I listened to it on the headphones, like YouTube when I got the chance to get on the computer. Like they used to have them little ass computer Dell
Hmm.
computers. It was one of those.
For sure, for sure. So, I talked to a few people, you know what I'm saying, who's been through the foster system. And if you don't mind, you know what I'm saying, what was your overall experience like? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I've heard people who, you know what I'm saying, who say the system saved them. I've heard people who got horror stories, you know what I'm saying. So, what was your experience like?
I feel like it was like 50-50.
Hmm.
I feel like it's really like it depend on it's what you make it. Like if they see that you don't that you're not trying to help yourself, they gonna let you fall. Like but if you really do like what you need to do and like you be like okay, like you take the initiative in your own life, then yeah, they'll set up certain stuff to help you. But like if you not trying on your own like to put yourself in that position, then they gonna let you go down the path that you're going down. Like, and they're not gonna try to help you either.
Hmm.
Like, you gotta want to help yourself.
What about like the staff and the foster parents? What was they? Would you think they was like influential on your life, or was this like a stepping stone, something you just had to get through?
I definitely feel like every single person that I met in my life like played a special part, like whether it was in a bad way or a good way, because then it shaped me into the person that I am,
Hmm.
and then it also taught me a lot of lessons like learning about people,
Hmm.
like how to move around people. Like I feel like I could go anywhere and be able to like maneuver around anybody or like be cool with anybody just depending on like where I'm at, just simply because I done moved a lot and I done been around so many different people, and it's just been a lot. The staff, in particular, in some places, were very supportive and very caring. And other people, they didn't really care. Like they were just there just to do the job, like. And then I say like some foster parents, they do be in it for the money, but also you do have those good foster parents out there that really will like try and like treat the child like their real child.
Hmm.
So it just depends on the type of person.
Hmm. Now you've been moving around since you were young. Do you know exactly how you ended up in foster care, or do you
Yeah,
do
I
you know
do.
your birth parents or that situation? Is that something that you mind talking about?
Yeah, it's cool. My mom, she has mental illness, and my dad, I never really talked to him like that. I never really got to grow up with him. So in the midst of me being in Texas, that's where I was born. My mom, she ended up like calling my aunt, and my aunt ended up taking me. So that's how I ended up staying. And then like a situation happened with my aunt, and I had to move into like the foster care system. So it was like I know my family, but I'm not close to them. Like I'm close to like my aunt and like my sisters, like her, which is her kids. That's like our family foundation. Like it's a little weird. Like everybody like separated and divided, but like
Hmm.
we still talk.
Any birth siblings or blood siblings?
I got three older brothers.
Hmm.
Like, but I'm the only girl, so I only know one of them. The other two I don't know.
Hmm. For sure, for sure. So getting to where we are today, you know what I'm saying? So like after high school, what did you get into? Was it straight into, you know what I'm saying, music? Was it college? You know what I'm saying? What was the stage? I won't even say after high school, but once you enter adulthood, you know what I'm saying? What was your first steps?
After high school, like I didn't really feel no different. Like I had thought, like damn, like okay, like I just graduated, like I don't know what's next type shit. The the dream that I had was to go to Columbia College Chicago. I ended up getting accepted, everything. At that time, it like at that time it more so like it was just a lot going on. Like with the lady that I was staying with, I ended up getting into a car accident. So I didn't end up going to school.
Hmm.
So, but at the same time, like I still was recording, like I still was always writing, like, but I never really put out no music. Like I didn't put out Lakeshore Drive until last year in December.
Hmm.
Like I literally just been like racking up on music, like constantly writing, like saving it, putting it away, because I know that when it's time to like really like get out there, it's out there.
Hmm. Okay, okay, for sure. Talk to me about your creative process. Like, are you a writer? Do you freestyle? You know, you punch in and out. What's your, you know what I'm saying, creative process like?
I write. I write. I could probably write I could write a hook or a verse in probably like 10, 15 minutes.
Hmm.
It depends on the beat though. Like if the beat is hitting right, then I really can just come up with something. I say like it's like a freestyle write process. I play a beat and I write something, and then like whatever comes to the top of my head next, I play the beat back. I write it. Or lately, I have been freestyling. You know, I'm a singer and I rap too, so I can write both.
And you said it's based off the beat. When you looking for music, what are you looking for in the beat? Is it bass? Is it hi hats? Like,
I like R&B type melodic beats, like um, hip hop R&B, um, neo soul, indie type, and then like I say like R&B pop too.
when you doing music, is when you create music, do you constantly have it in your head like I need a song that they can play on the radio, I need a song they can play in the club, I need a song for the ladies, or is it just a vibe when you making music?
I feel like sometimes it depends. Like sometimes I just be going through a lot in my personal life, cause that's what helped me write. Like my personal experiences with people, like or the relationships that I'm dealing with guys, or like shit that's going on in my life that I need to just get out, and I don't feel like I really got no other outlet but my music. So like it's more so like what was the question?
Um, I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said though, because I forgot the exact way I worded that question. But with you being so connected with your music like that, do you directly like put what's going on into your music? Like, if somebody listen to that song, like she talking about me, like is it
They
like
probably
that?
they probably would be like they probably would think I was talking about them like damn like, and then whole time like this guy I was talking to, like I had let him hear one of the songs and or whatever, and he was like, and I had said something in one of the songs, he was like, you not talking about me, like, cause it was like something that I want, he like, you not talking about me, like you trying to be funny, like.
So is that something that you purposely do? Is that something that you feel like you need to get away from more? Do you feel like that helps the music? What,
I
or
feel
is it
like
just
it's
therapy?
you would like you are how can I put this, like I've been through so much, so it's like with me writing, like it's like I don't say like it's directly about this person, but I feel like it's more so like how I felt about this situation that happened with this person.
Hmm.
So if you made like it might just, I feel like it's relatable,
Hmm.
like before all else. And I don't feel like I really ever sit down and like be like, okay, this is what I want to write about. But I feel like it is something that I have started doing, like okay, picking a topic and like okay, this is what I want to write. But instead of just listening to the beat and like getting a feel for it and be like, okay, this is this type of song, because I feel like I don't make music for everybody else.
Hmm.
I make music for me. And if everybody else like it, then you like it. Like, but at the same time, like I got music that I know is radio play.
For sure. So, to backtrack a little bit, how did you end up in the studio? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you know what I'm saying? Did you just go on Google, find a studio? Did you know somebody with a studio in the crib? Like, how did you start actually getting in the studio making music?
I started. I was at this foster home, and at the foster home, one of the people that they knew had a studio. So I recorded. I went and I recorded like my first song ever. Got the beat off YouTube. I wrote it. The song was called Ignited. I never went to I never dropped it. Like it's still to this day. That's how I started going to the studio. Um, it was out there in Indiana.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, um, was it? Did it go as the plan? Was it, you know what I'm saying? Did you end up putting that first song out? Was that like a practice run? You know what
I
I'm
didn't
saying? Did
end
you
up
ain't like how it turned out? What was it? What was it like? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't end up putting it out. I
Hmm.
don't know why. Like I feel like I always felt like I could have better vocals on it, and I never want to put something.
Could have sworn I could watch. My bad.
You could.
Hmm. So that first time, was it like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get back, like this is where I'm supposed to be? It was like I like it, but I gotta find a different, you know what I'm saying, situation. What was it like? Was it motivation? Was it like, I don't know.
I feel like at that time. I feel like at that time specifically, I just didn't like know what to do or how to put it out. So now since it's been so much time, like excuse me, like fast forward like 2 years, I just ain't put it out. Like
Hmm.
it's just like I don't want to say sitting, but like it's a song that could be sold or used or like eventually put out, but it needs some work.
Hmm.
So
For sure, for sure. So, what's it like working with others? You know what I'm saying, and we can use the studio, for an example. You know what I'm saying. What's it like working with the engineers and producers? Like, is it hand in hand? Do you just record your vocals and get up out of there and wait for them to send it back? What's it like? Are you working with a steady producer now? Is it whoever's in the studio working? What's that like?
as of right now, I love my engineer. I work with Ivan Dunkey. He like a main engineer, like producer, vocal coach in Chicago at the Music Garage, recording with the major studio Shy.
Hmm.
So I've been going to him since last year. We have about like maybe 10 to 15 songs recorded together, and I want us to come out with like a EP. Like I've done almost about 6 to 8 songs with him, so I feel like it's about time. Like two of them are out, Lakeshore Drive is out, and Stages of Love with three. All three of them are out. So
Hmm.
sorry.
Oh man, my bad. I just.
But yeah, so I've been working with him for a while now. It's been like a year, but overall working with him, like he vocal coaches, like also like it's not just okay, we finna go in the studio and we finna take two run throughs and now we done with the song. Like it like he the type of engineer that like he gonna make sure that you do it right. Like this is something that we both putting our name on. This is something that's both our craft. Like and this is something that's like radio play music, so you can't just go in like I feel like my I feel like my music is good music. Like, so you have to have somebody that knows how to work with your voice and critique and make your sound. You know, like he know my sound. So,
Okay.
but at the same time, I do want to network and see how other engineers could play with my voice. Like, you never know. Like, you never know.
For sure, for sure. What about working with other artists? You know what I'm saying? You got any experience with that? Is that something that you enjoy? Something you rather not do? Something you only do with people that you have a personal relationship? What's it like on the feature side?
So recently, my friend Adri, we became friends. We started off doing just business together. Um, she's an artist. She's a singer too. Like we both write, we both sing. So the other day she had asked me, oh, could you come over like and help me write my song, this, that, and the third. So it was more so like I want to get into the practice of like songwriting for other people as well. And then on top of that, I do have two features. They're not out yet. It's a pop R&B song called Cheater, and then the other one is called Average Girl with one of my guy friends. He stays in Ohio. He's a rapper. So I think as of right now, I might have two or three features in the pocket, but I feel like as me becoming like a up and coming artist, like, or even when I feel like I get big, like I also feel like if that person is raw and they dope, like I wouldn't mind doing a song with them. Like sometimes I feel like sometimes people just say, oh, okay, it's just all about the business. Like art is art. You come together and everybody come into a room and they make art. Like you gonna say fuck the money. Like it's too much good energy and too much good presence in here. Like shit that's so expensive that you can't buy that type of art. Like you creating something.
For sure. When you know what I'm saying, you working with other artists, you know what I'm saying, is there a type of, do you got like check out what they got going on? Is it whatever they send you? If that's hot, that's the only thing you base it off of? Do you like check out their catalog, or is it just, you know what I'm saying, when I meet you it's a fresh page, I don't care what you did before, so you bring me some hot shit, we gonna work?
No, I feel like if you present me with something and you say, okay, I want you to hop on this. Okay, now I do gotta go back and I gotta hear your other work and see like how you come on to something, because like I know what I bring. Like I know my sound. Like I know the type of music that I write. Like I know that I could come on there and be like, okay. And that's not to sound cocky, but like I just know my music. Like and I know what to do on my end. So I can't attach my name to something that's not up to par on their end too. So I gotta make sure that it's like it level out. Like we have a good balance, or we both can cohere together, and it could sound good. Like so I do like a little bit of research, but at the same time, like if I know for sure you got that, like I want to work.
What about performing in shows? Is that something, you know what I'm saying, that you enjoy doing? And if you could just talk about your first performance and how that went, you know what I'm saying, compared to how you coming now.
Uh, so I've done a lot of open mics. Done a lot of open mics. Um, which is mainly what I'm sticking to right now, because I don't have a big following, so I'm trying to hit the hot spots, like
Shit,
where
that's still performing.
like
You
it's still,
still gotta get in front of people who don't know who you is, never heard your music, and make them like it.
but the at these open mics it be other artists too, like, and that's what I like. I like to network. I like to meet the people, like, and then like the open mics that I do go to, like Lyrics and Liberations. Um, I haven't been here yet, but my friend told me about like the Silver Room, uh, the House of Blues. Like those are all places that like I want to go, but I'm just starting off small because like I know that I gotta build that fan base like in those small places, like meeting and connecting with people, networking. Like that's how you stay well rounded, like, and grounded and humble too.
For sure, for sure. So, you know what I'm saying, with the performances and the open mics and stuff, do you do any vetting, you know what I'm saying, when you go into those, you know, events, or is it just, you know what I'm saying, based off, you know what I'm saying, if they got a name or not? Like, do you see who running the event, you know what I'm saying, what their reputation is like, what the crowd is like, or you just sign up and kill a mic?
No, I feel like I like just sign up. I kill a mic, and then after like I went to the place like maybe like 2 or 3 times. I'm kind of less shy, so I didn't perform the first time I went. Like okay, I'm like let me just see what the place is about. The second time I'm like okay, let me get up there. Like stop being scary. Get up there, perform. I got up there. I'm like okay, everybody was cool, like welcoming, like supportive, same energy. And then my third time going, that's when I'm like okay, I like move around. Let me talk to people, like get to know people a little bit more, like come more out of my shell, cause I'm like introvert to extrovert, like so. I.
Oh, that's new. I gotta say that. That's what I am.
Yeah, like gotta like I gotta feel you out first, like. But the people they end up being cool, like it was cool, like, and everybody do music, like, and I feel like off bat, like when people are in like the art world, like we could immediately connect on a different level.
For sure. So, you know what I'm saying, what you doing music, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of elements that go into music, you know what I'm saying. What's your favorite part about the music, from the recording to the open mics to the being in the studio to the networking to being on the podcast? What's your favorite part about being a part of this industry?
I still say the music.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Oh, yeah.
It's
I'm in
the
it for the
music.
music.
It's really the music, because like I'm not, because like people, I think people be forgetting about that, like that's what make everybody so connected in the first place, like. And I say probably like my second favorite is the moment where I walk out the studio and I can't stop replaying the song after I done just finished recording it. That's like my favorite.
For sure. So it's a up and down, left and right. You know what I'm saying, good and bad. What's your worst? What's your least favorite thing about the industry? You know what I'm saying. If you could take one thing away about what you do, about what you're a part of, what would it be?
I gotta say like how judgmental it is, like how vicious it is, like, because I feel like if everybody was to, I don't want to say come together, but like real life, like come, because everybody that I feel like that I'm connected to have something special about them. So I don't feel like it should be like everybody in their own lane, like everybody going down their own path. Like you might make like similar type of music, but like I feel like every single person is different in their sound or what they have to bring, maybe even in their pen game, like, you know, whatever it is. Like I feel like every single person got something special about them, so it's like it shouldn't be no pedestal, but it wouldn't be a music industry if it wasn't competition though.
For sure. For
So
sure. You know, healthy competition is good.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
just a little bit, just a little bit.
For sure, for sure. So, you know what I'm saying, now that you know what I'm saying, you taking this serious and you are a part of this industry, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know what I'm saying, two sides, you know what I'm saying, you got a personal life and then you
That
got
business.
a business, entertainer, you know what I'm saying. Are you the same person throughout, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, do you, in the gas station, are you in performance mode, you know what I'm saying, or do you take a break, you know what I'm saying, to when you're not working?
No, no, I feel like I didn't have to like I had to change my mindset. Like I did. I had to change my mindset. Like, okay, I can't always go everywhere. Or I can't always sit somewhere for too long. Like, cause you have to literally start putting yourself in that mindset of what you're already gonna be doing when you make it. Like I can't be associated with the same people that I was associated with if all y'all wanna do is sit and not do nothing. Like I can't just, no, I'm not about to, even certain stuff I wasn't doing before, but it's just like when you know that you want to get to that next level and you want to like upgrade yourself as a person, you can't go back to the same old ways, whether it's people or old stuff that you was doing or old places you was going, like, because you going to new places. So I had to like work on my self-confidence, like work on my image, like work on, like, which I'm still doing, but like it's still certain stuff that you want to uphold yourself in a certain way of how you want people to respect you and look at you.
Okay, okay, for sure, that's dope. Um, what about, you know what I'm saying, your plans, you know what I'm saying? Um, any label aspirations? You shopping yourself for a deal? Any, you linked up with any management? Any distribution companies? What's that like?
um I definitely do want to get on like Spotify playlists, and I definitely do want to be signed to a label eventually. But I also want to come in and like not be able. I don't want anybody to be able to be like change me or like ruffle my feathers to fit into their label. Like I want you to accept me as I am. Like I do my own self work, whether it's on the outside or the inside. But any label that I do work with, like y'all, it's gonna be strictly about the music. Like I'm gonna tell you my number on how long I be signed to you, and my number how much I'm, because I don't want no label to be able to lowball me or say nothing. Like I'm gonna learn the business before I go into business. Like you're not gonna be. It's gonna be too many people around me that already know what deal you gonna give me before you give it to me. Like that's the type of level I want to be on.
For sure. That's smart. That's smart. And you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, having a love just for the music, you know what I'm saying? So if that's, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say if that's, but with that being, you know what I'm saying, what drives you, what's the goal, you know what I'm saying? Like what are you trying to get to, you know what I'm saying? Why do you
The
put
goal,
this music on wax and come to podcasts and
the goal is not fame. The goal is not money. The goal is not all of that. The goal, I feel like, is to be successful in my music. Like I want people to love my music. I want people to listen to my music and also know that that is a big part of who I am as a person. Like my music is something that makes me happy. It keeps me like whole, like it's home for me. So any you the money is great. It's an amazing thing. Like, but at the end of the day, like I ain't had money when I was dealing with foster homes. You know, so it's like that's only just a small. That's like what come with it. That's the good plus that come with it. Like I feel like my overall goal would for people to hear my music and to bring people together through my music.
talk to me about some ways that you promote yourself as an artist. Like how do you get yourself out to people who may not know you or may not have heard your music?
So I say like I start out by going to open mics, and I also post videos on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and I run ads too. So that also like pushes your videos out to like more people and expand your audience. And like I feel like that's it for now. And then I also put out a music video, which there will be more coming like later down the line. Like I just want to be more consistent. Like so that's what I've been doing now. Like just constantly posting and putting like my music behind the videos and just putting myself out there.
For sure, for sure. Now, you know what I'm saying, when you look at the industry that you're a part of, you know what I'm saying, what's your opinion of like your peers that's in the industry, you know what I'm saying, like when you actually are out networking, you know what I'm saying, like what's the vibe? Is everybody cool, you know what I'm saying, from not even just from out networking but from the industry as a whole, from the cameramen to the producers to the engineers? What's that like?
I feel like some people got their own wave, and I feel like other people be dick riding other people wave. Like I feel like people support people who popular. Like they don't support like talent, because what they say is talent is only like 5% of the business, and then business is 95% of the industry. So it's like, unless you got that extra person or extra team to push you, it's like, okay, you gonna get in with the people that's already in, like, and that's cool. Like that's fine, because you gotta pave your own way. Like I'm not saying you take anybody, don't step on anybody else's stones. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if this person is just as good as you, but you just got a little bit more help, put yourself out there without the help and see what type of battle you got to go through to get up there. Like even then too, like my friend said something the other day, and I'm like kind of related to this. Like, you remember how they used to be in school, and they say everybody start on the line, and they say if you grew up in a two-parent household, step up. If you did
They ain't
this,
never did that in one school.
I'm saying, like, if you grew up in a two-parent household, step up. If your parents
y'all on blast like
if
that?
your parents had jobs or woo, step up. if you had food, if you had money to go to school, step up. Okay. If you didn't have a two-parent household, you had a single mother, step back.
Hmm.
If you if your dad got locked up, whatever, take two steps back. If you didn't get to graduate, if your parents didn't graduate high school, take 5 steps back. It's all in how you were set up within your life
Yeah, for
and where
sure.
you was raised and the people that you connected to. That is what makes your life.
That's facts. Facts. That's a great example. Um, and what I really meant to ask you with that question was, talk to me about being a female in a male dominated industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, what has your experience to be? Sometimes I hear good stories. Sometimes I hear horror stories. What's your overall experience been like? You know what I'm saying? Having with the men being the cameramen, the producers, the engineers, the promoters. You know what I'm saying? What's that been like?
Um, I do feel like sometimes like it do be like a little bit of shady activity. Um, like not necessarily on my end, but like I feel like it depends on if you really locked in with that person or not. Like to see if you cool with them because it do be like I feel like if you don't have the right type of like um guy that's on your team, like he making sure like ain't nobody getting over on you or playing with you, and then also being woman enough to know like okay you trying to play with me, like don't even try to like do that. Like I didn't have to like set boundaries with people, like like nah, like we strictly professional, like because people will try to play with you,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't like and then that's this is my name too, like I want to be somebody. I can't just have like I just feel like sometimes I feel like I'm going off topic. How I feel like it don't really make a difference for me. Like mainly like in my music, like I talk about guys. Like I talk about guys. Like I call it out on bullshit. Like because I'm not one of those females that's like scared to say something that I feel is right. Like I'm not one of those girls that just gonna like shut up about it. I'm a Cancer, so I say how I feel before all else, and then like all hell just gonna break loose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like um, I really feel like I feel like in a way like I've kind of lost respect for men, and I feel like women are kind of like dominating the industry right now. Like a lot of the guys have like got locked up, or they arguing on the net, like throwing back diss tracks and none of that. Like we ain't really heard too much of that, like the Chris Brown and Quavo shit, or like like just stuff like the camera. You don't hear too much about the cameramans being in nothing, which is good. Like you, and then on like what was I about to say? Like the managers and male producers and stuff like that. Like I give everybody their props, but like as of right now, I feel like it's a lot of women that's like changing the game, like and reshaping shit, like because it used to be I was just watching a TLC document. It used to be like girls couldn't talk about stuff, they couldn't say certain stuff no more.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not like that. Like now the roles is reversed, type
Mm-hmm.
shit.
For sure. Um, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but now like framed strictly around like the music. You know what I'm saying? What's your support system like with the music? Like with your friends and family, are they listening? Are they sharing? Are they liking? Some artists I talk to, they say their biggest supporters on the music side is people that they don't even know. So, what's your support system like on the music side?
Um, I feel like overall, I feel like I got some lovers, and I feel like I got some haters.
Mm-hmm.
Like people that know that my music is good, but they don't want to support because they know that I got the potential to blow. Then I also feel like with my friends, family, I feel like they do listen, and I feel like they do support. But I feel like it's a difference between supporting and really hearing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't really feel me, you don't really hear me. Like you just saying you support me because you know that I want you to support me. It's a difference. Like or you know that I want your support. So, but I feel like I definitely do get support from like outside people, like some of the girls that I live with at the building, or like the staff members, my TT, like my sisters, and then also my friends that do music as well. They my friends who do music, they support as well. Like they'll share my videos, comment, and collab, share it, like stuff like that. So that make me feel good. But I definitely do feel like it be some people that like kind of like okay, like yeah, you cool, like trying to like downplay you, like but you know that you got it though, like.
For sure. So, still talking about the music. What are you listening to right now? You know what I'm saying? Is it strictly yourself? You know what I'm saying? Do you? I know you mentioned Leah being your favorite, but like as of now, you know what I'm saying? Who you rocking with? Who the hottest to you?
That's still my favorite. That's still my number one. She the princess R&B. Like, come on. But no, I pretty say like I'm a girl's girl. Like I love listening to all the girls. Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, Queen Naija, Tink. Tink is right after Aaliyah though. Like she right after Aaliyah. Like that's my girl. She from Chicago too. So, but all of I've been in my soft girl era lately. So it's like all of the women, all of the women, female singers, even the rappers too, because I've been kind of like in my rap too, like so all of like the older female rappers and singers.
Okay. Talking about the city, and I got a few more before I let you get up out of here. Talking about the city, you know what I'm saying? On the music side, do you feel like do you feel like the city is somewhere where you could enhance and continue to build your career? Or do you have plans on leaving the city or just what I'm saying, going other places with your talent?
I definitely feel like I'll try more. I'll try it here first because this is where I'm from. So of course you want like your own people, like where you from, to support you first before you go out to other states and other cities to try to get their support. Like I feel like it's best to start off like where you from, but at the same time, like I feel like I would more so have to like transition into, like just to not to like try to like compare or anything, but like how I would say some artists started in Chicago. They showed their how they was versatile. Like they started rapping and then they also sing too. So they incorporated the rapping and the singing to hold the attention span because a lot of the time like Chicago is a drill city. So the R&B music that I make, like they don't want to be like they don't want to always be in their feelings, like or always be like they don't want to hear that. They want to hear like that hard, they get out their feelings type of music, which is cool. But at the same time, like it might not always be good for me. So when I do go to these places, like I give them a variety of me rapping and singing. So yeah.
So when you performing at these open mics, are you gauging the crowd's respond? Are you up there with your eyes closed? You know what I'm saying? What's it like? You know what I'm saying when you're actually up there um, on the mic? Is any jitters involved? You know what I'm saying? How do you get over that and deliver your performance?
Like I say, like at first I'd be a little nervous, like or at first I was a little nervous. Like I feel like every performance you get a little bit, you get a little nervous, like just get that little feeling at first, but like after, I feel like when I've taken people with me to perform, I've been nervous. When I go by myself, there's no expectation of nobody else but me. So I'm setting my own expectation because I'm the only person that like I'm not gonna say that's watching, but like I'm the only person that's up there, or I don't see nobody that I know in the crowd, so I don't feel like I have nothing to prove. Like I could just go up there and just do it. So the last two times I went to the open mic, I had somebody record me. And these were just other artists that was there. Like I didn't bring none of my friends or nothing. So when I watched the video, like the first time I had went and performed, I looked like I was nervous, like my voice was cracking and stuff. Then the second time I had went, it just looked like I was more comfortable, like I was like home on stage. So I saw that progress and like I was like, okay, like I becoming more comfortable.
For sure, for sure. For anybody who may be listening or watching this and seeing you for the first time, what piece of art, music, um, performance, or anything, what would you point them to? You know what I'm saying? It's their first time hearing or seeing you. What would you point them to check out?
Well, I would point them to check out I Bet that just dropped I believe March 30th or March 31st. So that's my most recent project that's out. So I would tell them to go listen to that.
For sure, for sure. Well, I definitely appreciate your time. I've seen your work. It's only a matter of time for you on up on the stratosphere. So keep working, continue to do your thing. Before you get up out of here, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can work with you, all that good shit.
First and foremost, I want to thank 290 Mo Podcast for having me on. And also, I'll be, what did you say?
Social media and where the music at.
You can follow me at It's Brie Michelle, and I have music on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, or pretty much all platforms. So tune in.
Okay, for sure. Like I said, definitely appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. In a minute, gang.
Thank you.